What's going on, guys? MadTV510 here with another video. Shipment is out in Modern Warfare, so the lobbies are lit. People are dropping 100 bombs left and right, and if you haven't gotten the hang of the new Shipment map yet, then you are watching the right video. Dropping 100 bombs is easy with the right knowledge. By the end of this video, you will know everything you need to know in order to start dropping 100 bombs yourself on Shipment. But first, really quick, guys, if you could please subscribe to the channel and enable notifications to be notified when I upload my next video. Alright guys, so to start off, I'm going to introduce my class that I run on Shipment. And if you guys have not figured out already, the Bison is an amazing submachine gun. When normally running the Bison prior to Shipment dropping, I focused a lot on recoil control, but now that Shipment's out, this Bison setup is mainly on aim down sights speed, so ADS speed increase with the stippled grip tape, stock, laser. The 84 round mag isn't needed, but I do prefer it on this map just to decrease the amount of times that you have to reload when going on streaks. People do prefer an optic on the Bison, but I personally don't, and I don't think that you do need an optic, especially with this setup. You will find that even though the majority of the attachments are not for recoil control, you will find out that this setup is pretty accurate at mid to long range combat across the map on Shipment from side to side. You can still hit pretty accurate shots even without an optic sight. Moving on to the rest of the class. So the secondary weapon really doesn't matter. Some people try to run overkill and have a riot shield as their secondary weapon. I don't find the riot shield to really keep me alive much longer, and I'd much rather have EOD as my perk 1. The lethal and tactical slots are up to you too. However, I like to run decoy grenades because they help me stack up points quickly. Now let's move on to the next part of this video, which is spawn trapping. So we're going to be talking about 5 different spawn traps that you can do on Domination Shipment to help you easily get 100 kills in the game. So the spawn traps on Shipment this year are pretty nuts, and it hasn't taken that long for people to find out exactly how to get people trapped and drop insane amounts of kills. So the way I'm going to break this down is I'm going to show you guys the mini maps on Domination. We have 5 spawn traps. I'll be showing you guys 3 spawn traps are going to be where your team is holding both the B and C flag, and then the last 2 traps are going to be where your team is holding the A and B flag. So let's jump right into the first one. So when your team is holding the B flag and the C flag on Shipment Domination, the enemy team is going to be spawning in these locations right here. So you have to be fast to be able to turn from right to left. These corner spawns that you're going to see, both this first one and the last spawn, are very hard to hold, but if you can manage to hold it down, you can get some pretty crazy feeds and some very high kill streaks. So keep in mind here that it is helpful to have a couple teammates, maybe friends you're playing with, to help you with this. And as you'll see, there are a couple different other locations with the same B and C hold that you can stand in. Matter of fact, one is here and the other one is here. So having friends both, let me change the color real quick, having teammates and here and here, like you'll see when I explain in a second, is going to be very beneficial to holding this B and C spawn trap. So let's go ahead and see a clip of this in action. It's going to be fast, but I want to show you what it looks like to be in this location right here. Wasn't that crazy? So one thing that you don't want to do on this specific hold is to go and stand in this corner over here, because a lot of the time an enemy will spawn right on top of you, and it's not a good sign. Also, you're getting seen by the people that are spawning over here, and they cross you if you are over here. I'll show you that clip right now. This will happen. So spawn trap number 2 is with the same exact hold, And this would be another location that you would have a buddy stand in if you were doing spawn trap number 1, so behind a flag. The second person would be over here, so peeking from behind this crate and that barrel. You'll see the setup right now. So as you saw in that last clip, this is a safer position in the BC spawn trap. The only thing you have to watch out for are enemies that make their way through mid or from the flank on the side. Otherwise, you can just keep firing straight ahead and have a good time feeding up. So this next spawn trap that I'm going to show you is the last spawn trap for the BC spawn trap, and I'm going to go a little bit faster through these now that you see how this all works now. Remember that being able to spawn trap efficiently requires you to have good knowledge of both where to rotate and when to rotate. So if this spot wasn't working out for you, or if this spot wasn't working out for you, maybe the third spot will. So like I said, this is the third spawn trap, and this is the third and final spawn trap in the BC hold. Okay, now we get to move on to the second kind of spawn trap on shipment, the AB spawn trap. So like I said before, you need to know when to rotate and where to rotate. Things are not always going to stay the same, especially on this map. The flags are going to sometimes flip, causing the spawns to flip too. So that's when you need to rotate. There are two different paths to get to this spawn trap position. The first being an inner route, and the second going through mid and coming in, and we're going to show these two clips right now. For the fifth and final spawn trap on shipment, it's pretty much a mirrored image of the first spawn trap that I showed you in the beginning, just on the opposite side behind the C flag. You have to really watch out for the enemies coming from both sides of you and the enemies spawning down the crate. But if you're able to watch both sides efficiently, this can be the most deadly spawn trap on the entire map. Now I tried to make a clip of this spot myself, but I found an even nastier clip of this on Twitter by a streamer named Avery's. Shout outs to him. This is nasty. I'm gonna leave you guys to watch this clip on the way out. I hope that you guys enjoy the video. You try these spawn traps for yourself, and feel free to pause the video at any time, rewind, go back, study the map, study the rotations, and if you want to grind shipment with me 24/7, stop by my Twitch stream, twitch.tv/madtv510. Remember to drop a comment down below and let me know what you thought about these spawn traps. Did you try them out for yourself? Did they help? And what's your biggest bomb that you've dropped on shipment? Let me know in the comments down below, guys. Peace.